one day I will get my money back. Oh, can you see? Look at all the good stuff that is locked up tight. Will my arm be long enough? Oh dear God, I think I am stuck. Can you help me out? I ran out of my luck. Don't pull too hard, shit that won't work. Baby, break the glass. Come on, don't leave me like that. Where did you go? Oh man, that ain't cool. I'm all alone, so I guess I won't get what I deserve, get what I pay for, get what should be mine. But I know I will finish my never-ending story. If I had a trail, maybe he could get a snack and he would finish my never-ending story. Running on the dragon that will always bring him luck. In my never-ending story, I fight the beast that only takes but never gives. Yeah, that's my never-ending story. Oh, I hope that one day I will get my money back. Oh. If I just relax, twist it the right way, I might break free, and the beast won't have me. You know me unlaid, under fluorescent glow. I fight for my life, I am too young to go. And as I prevail, not ready to give up, I can pull the plug, but that be a cheap shot. I can win this clean, I can come out proud, I can beat the beast, break down a town. Fuck that shit, now it's all out war. Gotta get inside to what I'm praying for. Switch the old thing, I will do the trick. I will twist and turn until I will finish my never-ending story. If I had a trail, maybe he could get a snack and he would finish my never-ending story. Running on the dragon that will always bring him luck. In my never-ending story, I fight the beast that only takes but never gives. Yeah, that's my never-ending story. Oh, I hope that one day I will get my money back. Oh,
back in the day with the train, you, not you, me. Hey, we're coming from the busy bee. Hey, we're all in the city, not stuff, sleep on, making any sense. All the rumors rap about making sense. Cause all on the same, depend, take, say. Everybody gets to come shout today.
Welcome, you YouTube guitar people, to another harmony video. One of those harmony pays me to show you harmony guitar videos. Yet, I will, well, I'd say I bitch about the stuff I want to bitch about, but there is very little to bitch about. So, sorry if this comes across as a paid-for opinion, which it clearly isn't. Harmony Guitars, now for the fourth time I'm explaining this, was a huge company. Even back in the early 1900s and even before that, doing mandolins and acoustic guitars and all that, and then they jumped on the electric guitar bandwagon. And then they kind of disappeared a bit. And then they were purchased or acquired by BandLab companies, brand of companies, which is BandLab, Teisco, Mono, Heritage, and now Harmony. And Heritage Guitars, of course, is the old Gibson factory, super high-end instruments, but at a higher quality and more affordable price than Gibson would give you. Also nicer people, which to me really matters. Don't buy from bullies. So, now Harmony. The recipe for these guitars is strange. First of all the shapes are unique. So you have to like them. You're not going to buy a Strat Les Paul or a Jaguar or a whatever from them. This is clearly an offset, but again, it's a weirder offset. It's a smaller offset than Fender would give you. It's a much thinner body. And the idea is not to create bargain instruments, but to give you a bargain for a higher end instrument. And how they achieve this is, these clock in at $15.99 in Germany, but all the ingredients are ridiculously good. Very high end locking tuners. Made in the US by the people that know how it's done. You can see handwritten serial number right here. There is attention to detail. But the way, and then we have no scarf joint here, because you don't get a scarf joint on a guitar in this price range. You're not supposed to. This is a one-piece maple neck. This is also how it differs from the others. Super high-end locking tuners. These are some of the best locking tuners I've ever tuned with. High-grade maple, bone nut. I think this is an ebony fretboard. There's very little information on the actual site from Harmony. Strangey headstock, but okay. I mean, what do you mean strangey? It's angled, but it's, I don't know why I'm even saying that. Bolt on construction, which again is less expensive to do than a set neck, and that's why the price is where it is. String through body with these cherry bridge, so there's no trems and all that stuff, which again makes it more affordable and easier to build. These, if you ask me, butt ugly cupcake pots. But you know, if you don't like them, spend $3 and put your own pots on there. There's also the bridges. Look at that. Nice. These have these mini gold foil humbuckers. These have bigger humbuckers on them. So this should sound thinner, more defined, more single coily, of course, without the hum. 3-position switch. There's no call tappy. These are simple instruments built to high spec by good craftsmen. Nitrocellulose lacquer, and they come in, which is pretty amazing, a €204 mono gig bag, which is cool. It only opens up till here, so you can't fully unfold it, which means the guitar will never fall out. And it's fully protected with these rails for the neck. Neck sits in here. Your guitar in here, I would say, is probably more secure than in a standard case, where it can rattle around in, and beautiful shoulder straps. This is a really good gig bag, even has a tire for the winter on it. The guitar has, as all the Harmony guitars have, because they have lighter bodies, neck dive like crazy. Look at this. The boink, boink. So even on a strap, you're fighting with it a little bit. This is elongated compared to here, or compared to the Juno, which is back there. But still, on a strap, it does have a little bit of neck dive. The body has a little bit of a contour here, and a bigger contour here, as we can show you right there. And a contour up there. I love the color. Let's call it blue, but it isn't. It's a grayish blue. This model is quite a bit different than, for example, the Rebel. The Rebel feels normal in terms of neck dimensions. This, I actually don't know the scale. I have no idea. Look it up. Everything feels elongated this way. So I actually have to stabilize it here with my leg. This feels a little bit shoved in. And that means everything is kind of like, so it feels like one of those Firebirds, or like an SG. When you're playing an SG, everything feels like you have to kind of move your whole playing position a little bit to the left. And you see, I have to stabilize here. So you're fighting with this guitar a bit. It is brighter sounding than the Rebel or the Jupiter. It even has stratty kind of sounds in it, which I'm very impressed by. It's a very good guitar. And now that we've covered all that, we're going to listen to some sounds. Into the Dynamis from Revv, with a little bit of reverb on it, then other amps, and then we're gonna go through some pedals that I have on the floor here to get you some sounds with that. And if then you don't know everything that you need to know, then you can go home, because I don't know how else to help you. So Dynamis into the Torpedo Captor X. Someone just commented on a video, well, it would sound so much better if you mic'd the cab. That is, I am sorry, that is bullshit. That is what you want to believe. I have amazing cabs here. I have videos where I mic cabs. I have good mics. In the AB later in the studio, there is no difference. It's all about how you set up your IR loader, how much room you're putting in there in the IR loader, because there is a room simulation. But when I mic up a cab correctly, I get the sound that I'm getting with the Captor X or my aux in the other studio. So that comment simply is not true. I'm sorry. That's a kind of a... I'm having fun. Inspiring, there we go. In the middle. So yeah, this is closer to a Strat. So if you want to have Strat-esque sounds without actually having the Strat vibe and the Strat look and be a little bit more original, I'm not saying it has those single chord sounds, but it goes in that direction more so than this mahogany guitar with a full mahogany neck. Okay, it's a different kind of idea with the maple. Into the Fender Deluxe Reverb. Spanky! I like it! Now what to do? Into the Achillies Argos, which is a JTM. So that's a Marshall kind of a thing, which is fuzzy when you push it, but stays nice and open when you don't. Very scratchy, very thin, worked probably better with the mahogany guitar. Into the Revv 740, which is that green thing back there, and that's a more modern open crunch that I've got set up. Oh yes! I'm sorry, I'm gonna play this for an hour now. For shits and giggles, we're gonna go into the Revv 100p, which is probably way too bitey with this guitar. Yeah. That was the first harmony where the G string was not staying in tune. Oh, way too. It's almost single coilies. These are they do sound like single coils. Sorry to say, I'm pretty sure that's what they sound like. We're gonna go into the Fireball 25 by the Engl. Let's see if we can do the heavy thing. That's the first harmony where I'm gonna say do not go high gain. It's got so much treble that it's not made for this. But oh my god, for the bluesy, wiry, stratty kind of sound, stratty, tally, all that, yes. 5 times, yes. So it might be offset. It could be that it's kind of jazz mastery, which also have a lot of high end. So let me set up a little bit of reverb here from the CXM 1978 and a little bit of overdrive from the Gunshot and see how she flies. Oh. These tuners are delightful. What am I doing wrong here? Found the notes. Okay. It's unique. It's not for the high gainy stuff. It's too scratchy there. But other than that, God, this is a fantastic instrument. It plays with you. It fiddles around your fingers and it wants you to go and spank that one note and then pull back. And it does all that amazing detail. And those sounds in the end, I could have literally sat here for another hour just noodling, put on a backing track by my friend Tom James, Elevated Jam Tracks. And oh, lordy, is this good? I got nothing else to say. Oh, yeah, I got this to say about it. So it's got nitro finish. And we know nitro finish kind of sinks in a little bit over time. And technically, if it's like guitars should be, at a certain price point, not made out of scrap woods. They should be made out of 2 pieces of wood folded up, so it's the same piece of wood, so it's the same resonance, hopefully, blah, 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 blah. Ideally. You can make a guitar out of 14 parts if you know what you're doing, if you know how to glue correctly. If you go to Jörg Tandler, he's got a whole story about that, making a big-ass telly out of loads of scrap wood. But if it's done correctly, you have a phenomenal guitar. I have a hunch that this guitar, you can see it a little bit there, might be a 3-parter. And that doesn't mean that it's bad, but because it's an opaque finish, they could use as many parts as they wanted. So here I'm thinking they're using 3 equally spaced parts. And can you see that line right there? That is, I think, where the lacquer sank in a bit. You have loads of lines like this because it's nitro finish. But this line here shows up a little bit more. And then up here, you can see another line. Can you see that? So I'm thinking right here, that's one part. Then an equally wide part in the middle, and that's why it's probably not scrap wood. And then an equally wide part here. Some of the cheap Hardy Bentons have like a part here, and then just something glued on at the bottom. It doesn't seem to be that, but looking at those 2 more pronounced lines in the nitro finish, I think, there we go. I think we can say that this is a 3-piece body. That doesn't mean that it's bad, just letting you know that this is what I think I figured out with my clever brain. I don't know. Damn it, this is a good instrument. 1600, I know, isn't inexpensive, but what do you get? 1600 is Fender American Pro 2 territory. Great case with the Fender. Great Tele, Strat, Jazzmaster. Those are very usable workhorse guitars. So is this. It has locking tuners. Comes in a gig bag, which is as good as the Fender case. But you're getting something more unique. And it doesn't look or sound like anything else. It's minus the cupcake knobs, which are just, what's the deal with these? I don't quite understand. And I love the barrel jack right here. That is, of course, super awesome. Yeah, it's a great guitar. And I would say that whether I'm paid or not, if you don't believe that, piss off. Use my links. Accept the cookies, otherwise it doesn't work. Thank you for doing that, by the way. Follow me on Instagram, all that, and the bell and subscription. If you haven't subscribed, why not? Leslie, my beautiful girlfriend, is in another room sweating her balls off. Or freezing. Where are we now, Leslie? Sweating or freezing?
Freezing.
Freezing her balls off. What? Balls? Switching this video. That's why I can do so many in a compressed amount of time. Thank you for watching. You know all this because you're a fan of this channel. And if you're not, why not? Animals at the end!
Love what makes it up, the pull to end up in your arms. Freeways packed with people, so naive as I found that I could be. Off the ramp on down the street, stop for nothing, I can't wait to feel the prayers of your lips on the mouth that praises you all day. Turn the key into the house, up the stairs, look around, fingers feel for my love. Who is that I'm thinking?